So, some of you, if you've been thinking critically about my videos, may have had an interesting question. And that is, how do asexuality and mania affect one another? Because pretty much everybody knows that bipolar mania, yes, I'm schizoaffective, but that's partially bipolar as well. Everybody knows that bipolar mania results in heightened sexuality. So I do experience heightened sexuality with mania. What happens with me is that I become demisexual. And what that word means is that I become sexually attracted to the people that I'm emotionally close with. The proper definition of demisexual is that you only feel sexual attraction once a close emotional connection has been formed. And it doesn't mean that you will form that attraction. It just means that it's only possible if you formed that emotional connection first. So, yes, when I am manic, I become demisexual. And last time I was manic, I was dating a guy, and I I actually really wanted to sleep with him. Um, it was a long distance relationship, so this wasn't possible. And he was asexual like me, so it doubly wasn't possible. But I remember I sent him a text basically saying, I want your dick in me. And he sent me a emoji of a blushing Snoopy. And I also found that I kind of wanted to sleep with my first ex. Not my recent ex, but my first ex. I hadn't forgiven her at that point, but I was still sort of attracted to her. And I found myself, I guess, fantasizing about her a lot. Of course, when I'm not manic, I'm asexual. Um, it's a really weird feeling to be this way. Like, I've actually read about people who become bisexual when they're manic, and I imagine that it's a very similar feeling. And they say that when they become bisexual when they're manic, that it's not their who they are at all. And that's exactly how I feel when I become demisexual. Um, it isn't who I am at all. Who I am is who I am when I'm not manic. Um, I am asexual, and I'm still asexual, you know, even though when I'm sick, I I have these thoughts about people. Um, some people, I remember talking with my friend Joel, and he once said, "Oh, people say that mania is like your true self, and oh, it's your true self coming out, but it's really like a cancer." And what I would add to that is that it's kind of like stepping into a house of mirrors. It's it's basically a distortion of who you are. And you can step in a house of mirrors and look in mirrors and be tall, or really fat, or really skinny, or really short, or really small. And that's not who you are. That's just how the mirrors make you out to be. So that's kind of how I feel about sexuality and mania as well. It's not that I have some true sexuality that's yearning to come out. It's that the mania is distorting my sexuality in some very strange ways. So, for my next video, I'm going to be talking about laughing and sympathy, um, which should be familiar with any of you in the mental health world. Like, subscribe, and toodles.